management, and today in our social media and business development class, we chatted about our launch plans. What would you do if Instagram went down? How would you successfully market your business? We chatted about diversifying your social media marketing and your in-person marketing today. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos and comment down below. Marketing this specific product or business that I'm launching day by day up until the day of the launch. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to have every post pre-planned, but okay, 4 weeks away from my launch. I'm teasing that something's coming. I'm going to mention that I'm starting a business, and I'm going to say, comment below if you can guess what I'm doing. And everyone's going to be like, online coaching. We all do that, but no. But so you're going to find some sort of way to start to tease, here's the thing that I'm starting, here's the business I'm launching, right?
So people will be
right, what is that? That looks kind of cool. Like, I do that too. Yeah, I find that, like, if I'm, if I follow someone and I follow them for a little while and they're posting, like, something cool's coming, I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. I want to know,
Yeah. They have it in their mind.
Right, that's something.
Curious.
Right, they're curious, they're going to check back in with you. I wonder what that is, I wonder what's happening. So, using that as a way to encourage people to check back in. Jan? Oh, I thought you raised your hand. I was like, what's up? And then your captions and your calls to action, basically meaning that there should always be some sort of call to action in any caption, and especially when you're talking about a business, right? So check out my website, or comment down below what you think my business is, or comment down below, something that you're struggling with. And this gives you kind of an opportunity to start to get feedback, to start to ask questions, start to dive in, see who your engaged fans are, see who's responding. Super important from a marketing standpoint. And then, of course, links and website, just like that needs to be everywhere. If you have a website, which you all should, that needs to be literally everywhere. So website and link in bio, website in your captions at the end, like everywhere. And if you don't have a website, it's all good because I'm going to show you how to set one up. Not today, but next week. So
Say that again?
I said if you don't have a website set up next week, you're gonna do it. So it's gonna be great. I'll show you how to do it. It's gonna be really fun. It's not gonna be annoying. But so, I mean, it's hugely important because, again, like, Instagram could, and I say this all the time, and I so strongly feel this way, like, it could go away tomorrow, right? Perfect example is Snapchat. Back in my day, but not really, but when I first started working in, like, the influencer marketing space, I used to do I can't even tell you, probably hundreds of brand deals, month over month, for Snapchat. Like, brands were just pouring money into influencer Snapchat accounts. So we do branded posts, and they do products and shout-outs on Snapchat. Snapchat went bye-bye, right? So all of these influencers, I mean, it still exists, but it's not. Yeah, nobody uses, like, Snapchat is.
Kayla doesn't use it, it's over.
Right, Kayla doesn't use it, it's over.
I used to use it all the time, and then I was like, no more. Then I went to.
You're done using it because you're focusing on Instagram. So that's what we've learned today, is
I
that we're
just
going to
wanted to
convert all of our
get
content.
I used to, the crazy pictures.
It's fun.
And send it to my friends.
No, you use
Yeah.
it for fun, but it's just like I wasn't getting it fine.
Right, like it did,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
So I stopped.
Realistically, Snapchat used to be, I guess, I don't want to say a business tool, but more of a business tool than it is now. Where now it's like, I don't know anyone who is like fully engaged, posting every day, really cares about it. Whereas before, like, Snapchat was what Instagram Stories is now. People posted every day, it was a great way to get clients, whatever. So, again, back in the day, I used to do tons of brand deals on Snapchat. Haven't done one in literally at least a year and a half because Instagram Stories started, and that was pretty much the time when Snapchat changed their whole format and went away. Point being, no one ever thought that was going to happen. I was like, oh my god, Snapchat's the next big thing, gotta get all my clients on Snapchat, we're gonna make so much money, and then Snapchat, literally within probably 3 months, completely disappeared. So all the clients who I had who were huge Snapchatters, I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude, like, basically you're not gonna make any more money, so you better start something else.
So you have
So-
on Facebook.
Right, Facebook. So so the overall point being, we don't put all of our eggs in one basket, aka the Instagram basket. Instagram is, at this particular time in social media culture, a fantastic tool. But you want to give yourself other opportunities. So a website, Facebook group, whatever, but you got to kind of diversify your platform. So I always say website is a fantastic place to start because probably, I mean, quote, maybe in 5 years I'll be like, wow, remember that time I said Google wasn't going away? Probably Google's not going to go away. You're always going to be able to access people's websites. Probably Squarespace and Wix and these website hosting platforms will be around for a while.
More stable.
Right, it's more stable. It's been around for longer. It's not an app. There's there's a web version of Instagram, but it's not the same. So quite likely, if you build a website and maintain it, that's going to be around for a while. Whereas Instagram, it's a lot more volatile. And the algorithm, and oh my god, my posts are being hidden, and I'm shadow banned, and like that's websites like as long as your keywords are right, you're maxing out on that kind of stuff, you're fine. So website always will build those. So as far as your launch plan goes, again, social media marketing and then in-person marketing, which is highly overlooked because of social media, I would say. Again, like the majority of people I work with, at least right now, are word of mouth, right? A friend of a friend, someone who I used to work with, oh, this person it has a big Instagram following, posted about it, now this person reached out to me, like all that kind of stuff. So again, finding, like your friends are huge resources. If you don't have friends, I'm sorry that I brought it up. But no, but realistically, you should have one or two friends who can maybe tell their friend or tell their cousin or so-and-so might need this. So again, promoting what you're doing to your friends and not feeling like it's annoying. There's a way to do it without being annoying. Hey, I just want to let you know I'm starting a business. I would love it if you could like mention it to a couple of your friends and see if they need what I'm selling or buying or whatever. And as long as it's not an MLM, you're fine. And then again, having business cards always on you, I think is huge because again, like you never know where you're going to meet someone. In an Uber, at the gym, at a grocery store, like all sorts of weird stuff. People are like, oh, like how many times have you heard someone, you know, I don't know, actually this is a common thing, but like happened to me the other day. I was at the grocery store and I heard some girl complaining about like, oh my god, like I can't buy anything because I'm so fat. And I was like, that's depressing and not something you should be saying. But that's the kind of person you could be like, hey, couldn't help it over here, your horrible comment about your own body. I'm an online fitness coach. I'd love to help you. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like maybe not that, but there's a million scenarios where you can talk to someone, strike up a conversation, see what they're looking for, potentially work with them. So having business cards or some sort of card with your information on it, hugely important. In-person marketing can definitely go in your launch plan. Whether it's, you know, I'm getting a booth at the LA Fit Expo or just I plan on approaching 5 people at my gym this week, right? Calls to action. So anytime that you're telling someone, go do this, it's like a call to action. Because you're telling them to go do something. Next part of your launch plan is organization. So this is a huge thing. Again, everything needs to be done before you launch your business because first of all, I'll get crippling anxiety on your behalf, and also it's just kind of how it is. Like you have to be already set up in order to properly launch. Because if you're trying to launch your business and do all this marketing stuff and you have all these great ideas of, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but you're not actually ready to launch, it's like you're doing a massive disservice to yourself, right? So like, for example, like let's say, you know, Chandler, you're launching a really cool training guide, right? And you're like, oh, I'm going to launch this awesome training guide, like get fit in 7 weeks, you know, summer transformation. And I'm like, hell yeah, Chandler. And then as you're getting ready to launch and you're doing all these posts, blah, 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 the guides, you haven't even started making the guide yet. And you're like, yeah, but I know exactly what's going in the guide, it's just not done. And you're posting on Instagram, on social media, like that's the worst case scenario, is I'm promoting this thing that doesn't actually exist yet. Because A, you're rushing the content quality because it doesn't actually exist, and B, you can't 100% hone in on your marketing and explain what the product is if it doesn't exist. So the equivalent of that is if you're an online coach, right, and you are, you know, you're coaching people, you're working with people, whatever, and you don't have your program set up, you don't have trainer set up, you don't know what workouts you could potentially give someone, you've never, ever tried to work with a client, like you've never worked with a friend for free, you've never, ever online coached someone before, you don't have your voice memo software set up, like nothing's ready to go. And you're like, I'm launching my online coaching program, are you? Because like nothing's ready. So having everything done as much as possible before you launch. Obviously, online coaching a little bit tricky because you don't have the clients yet, but at the same time, automating as much as you possibly can, right? So that kind of leads to my next point, trying to automate as much of your business as you can before you launch. So little individual things, right? If you know that all of your clients are going to have check-ins on Saturdays, sign up for an email automation software. There's a million of them, very easy. And just make sure that all of your clients get that email on Saturday. Hey, it's me, Eric. I'm waiting for your check-in. Hey, it's me, Kayla. Send your check-in this week, right? That's one less thing that you'll have to do after you launch, so that you can focus on getting clients, building up the business. If you want to have an automatic email that sends out, you know, like a little check-in. How are you midweek, right? How's your week going? How's your progress? Fine. If you want to have, you know, automatic workouts get updated and trainerized, you can set that up. But overall point being, automate as much as you can before you actually launch. So organization and management is a huge part of your launch plan. What are you going to do to get organized with your business prior to launching? And if you write this out, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, here's how I'm going to get organized, here's, you know, the 5 things that are my primary tasks that are going to get done. But then you realize, oh my God, there's a million things that I need to do on a business standpoint, on actually creating my business before I launch. It's probably not the right time to launch, right? And then customer service is a big part of your launch plan. So how is someone going to have, and I say perfect in quotes because obviously there's always going to be bumps in the road, like in anything, but how is your customer going to have a close to perfect experience from start to finish, right? So if I'm someone who's buying a product from you, right? You launch your business, it's an online clothing store, and I'm buying a product from you. And I go to your website, and your website glitches, and I go to buy the product, and the wrong size is in my cart somehow, and I check out, and then I tell you, hey, I accidentally bought the wrong size. You don't have any sort of protocol in place for, returns or whatever. That's like worst case scenario, right? That your customer from start to finish did not have a good experience. If you're an online coach, how are you going to guarantee that from start to finish your customer has the perfect, or as close as possible to perfect, experience? What that's going to look like is ensuring that every step of the way you're prepared for any potential issues. So what are the big issues going to be?